I've thought of closing BELON every single day for the last 3 years.
I think one thing that was strange about BELON is that it was getting a lot of traction with the overseas communities. Like a lot of famous chefs, when they come through, BELON will be one of the first stops on their list. But it was very slow to be accepted within Hong Kong.
Many conversations about maybe we should not continue with the restaurant. Can I get that brush? Well, when I first joined BELON, it was like a short-term contract. I came over from Paris to try something new.
Daniel's the protege of one of the greatest chefs in the United States, Thomas Keller, who's got a very distinctive culinary style. His food is very clean, it's very focused, and it's very ingredient driven. It might even be a humble ingredient, but elevated. So, Daniel has this culinary vision, and he also has a very strong work ethic.
To say that it was horrible would even be an understatement. I think the restaurant was empty for the first 6 months. Most of our critical reviews were very, very harsh. We were losing a lot of money every single week over here. So I think to say that things were bad would be an understatement.
Chris and Asim, they asked me to stay on for longer, and of course I'm really happy about being here, and I felt like the restaurant had a lot more potential to fulfill. It would be very easy for me to walk away from this, but I had a commitment to them. However, there was one point, January 2018, I think, me and Chris Asim had a very big conversation about not working together anymore, and it was a Wednesday, and I had decided that that was the day that I was going to resign, and on that Wednesday morning I woke up, I came to work, and I opened the emails like I do every day. And in the inbox was, congratulations, you'll be on Asia's 50 Best. So I didn't resign. It took around 3 years, and finally people realized that we weren't doing a bad job. Actually, a lot of the dishes that we're serving now, some of them we were doing 3 years ago, but people like them a lot more now. We use a local bird from New Territories called the 3 Yellow chicken. I use this chicken because we can get them every day from Shunwan Market. The fat content of the skin is very crispy, and I think it's worked perfectly for what we do. We stuff it under the skin with spinach, mushrooms, chicken livers, and tarragon. And then we tie the chicken and we roast it in the oven. Everybody knows what a millefeuille is, and the term millefeuille is used to demonstrate how many layers of pastry there are, and if it's a good millefeuille, there should be quite a few. In Hong Kong, it's very difficult to make puff pastry. We make all our own puff pastry in-house. Foie gras right now is, we make a terrine of foie gras, so we clean the foie gras, we cure and poach the foie gras, and then right now it's being served with black truffles. In all the conversations that we had, we never talked about changing anything because I truly believed what we were doing was the right thing. There just wasn't enough people to see it at the time.
For me, nothing's changed. I think it's changed for the guests. I think maybe now they understand that this work is worthy. Chris and I are very hardworking people, and I admire Daniel because he has very similar DNA. He's often the first one in, the last one out.
The most important part about BELON is if somebody has a good idea, you are free to share it because it just makes the restaurant better. This restaurant is not about one person. Everybody has played a part in the success of the restaurant.
He deserves everything that's coming his way now. If anything, it's a little bit too late. This should have come sooner for him. I think the three of us collectively understand that this is just the beginning of the beginning. Thank you. Thank you.